Please type. Tell me, do you hear me well? Okay, welcome back. Let's start directly. Okay, this is the code. If you want to use class points, اللي حابب يدخل معانا على class points, you can use this code. واللي حابب يشارك معانا على الchat box, it's okay, no problem. Okay. طبعا ده الموقع اللي بندخل عليه classpoint.app والكود بتاع حصة النهاردة هو كده 88349. If you want to join, it's okay. If you want to use your chat box, it's okay. The site is www.classpoints.app. ودي كوبي بس من على الشات وحطيه على الموقع ان شاء الله يدخل معاك. Okay, let's start not to waste our time. Rana is in. Welcome, Rana. Okay. طيب. As you know, we're still studying Unit 8. And of course, we're talking about jobs we know and jobs we don't know. We learn about jobs. Last time we've answered this part. جاوبنا الكولوم أو العمود الأول ده. Complete the conversations, then practice with a partner. What does your sister do? قلنا this is a question to ask about the job. ده سؤال ممكن أستخدمه علشان أسأل عن الوظيفة بطريقة تانية. What does your sister do? My sister, she's a teacher. And then we can ask about her feelings about her job. بسأل عن مشاعرها بقى عن وظيفتها أو هي بتحبها ولا مش بتحبها in this way. How does she like it? How does she like it? It's difficult, but she loves it. The next question was, where does your brother work? Because the answer was in an office. He's an accountant. Oh, how does he like it? This means how does he like his job? And the answer was he doesn't really like it. So you can't hear me, Rana? طيب الباقي سمعني؟ الباقي سمعني؟ Do you hear me? اوكي طيب ابعت لرنا انا انها تفعل الصوت. اوكي تستنى. اوكي طيب نكمل الاكسرسايز بتاع المره اللي فاتت. Let's use the chat box to type our answers. Here we have a question, space or blank. Do your parents space their jobs? Oh, I guess they like them. What should we write to answer this question or to fill in the spaces in this question? Space, do your parents space their jobs? What do your parents? ولا كنا بنسأل ازاي? How do we ask? About the feelings, عن المشاعر أو عن هل أنا بحب وظيفتي ولا لا؟ Yes, how? Of course, how? How do your parents? How do your parents? And the next word, الكلمة الثانية لازم تكون إيه بقى؟ الإجابة كانت oh, I guess they like done. How do your parents like? Yes, good, Habiba, thank you. Yes, Saad, thank you. How do your parents like their job? Oh, I guess they like them. I don't remember. وبعدين blank أو فراغ. Do they وبعدين blank أو فراغ. هعرف أنا هكتب إيه طبعا من الأنسر أو من الإجابة. I have to look at the answer to know what I'm supposed to write. The answer is in a big hospital. In a big hospital. Yes, Rana, okay. In a big hospital, they are doctors. So we're asking about a place طبعا طالما in a big hospital جاوب باسم مكان. So we were asking about the place where they work. So what should we write in the spaces? What should we write here? I don't remember. Could you please type? Use your chat box to type your answers. Yes, Habiba, thank you so much. That's perfect. Yes. Where do they work? فين بيشتغلوا? Because we answered using a place. لأن احنا جاوبنا طبعا بالإجابة قلنا مكان. In this case, this means that we were asking about a place. Okay, let's move on. عندي فراغ بعدين do you بعدين فراغ وبعدين الإجابة كانت I'm a student. I'm a student. This is another way to ask about someone's job. لما قلت لكم المرة اللي فاتت, this is another way to ask about the job. Type, please. Yes. What do you? The next word. Thanks, Saad. That's good. Yes. Thank you, Hemma. Thank you. What do you do? What do you do, Habiba? Not work. Here, we don't say what do you work. We say what do you do? And I told you last session that this is another way to ask about the job. لما أحب أسأل حد عن وظيفته, I can say, what's your job? What's your job? أو what do you do? What do you do? وقلنا إنه مش معناها لما أقول لحد what do you do ماذا تفعل؟ يعني مش بسأله أنت بتعمل إيه دلوقتي, because this has another question. دي ليها سؤال تاني اللي هو هستخدم فيها present continuous, فهقول what are you doing? What are you doing now? لكن لما أسأل السؤال كده في ال present simple أو ال simple present, so I say what do you do? What do you do? ولو هسأل طبعا عن ضمير مفرد هقول what does he do or what does she do? What does he do? لما أجي أسأل عن your father for example, I say what does your father do? Okay, I see. وبعدين عندي فراغ do you وبعدين فراغ your classes. They're great. So he's asking about his opinion, بيسأل عن رأيه في his classes, في الحصص بتاعته يعني. They are great. I like them a lot. What shall we write here? How do you like your classes? How do you like your classes? وخدنا, yes, perfect. Thank you, Rana. Yes, that's really so good. خدنا كمان الاكسبريشن ده كتير في الراوند الاول, في المحاضرات اللي كانت في الراوند الاول. How do you like it? How do you like it? لما احب اسال حد عن his opinion about something, about his classes, his school or whatever. How do you like it? يعني ما مدى حبك ليها. Okay, let's move on. This was as a revision. ده كان مجرد بس مراجعة. We have pair work. Pair work يعني اتنين مع بعض. Ask questions about these people. Where do they work? What do they do? And how do they like it? These are the three questions we need to master during or through these or this session. دي الأسئلة اللي احنا محتاجين ان احنا نتقنها ونسأل ونجاوب باستخدامها بطريقة صحيحة في المحاضرة دي. What do these people do? Where do they work? فين بيشتغلوا? What do they do? To ask about the job itself. Where طبعا to ask about the place. And how do they like it? ازاي هم بيحبوها أو ما مدى حبهم ليها يعني. So first of all we have Jeff. Jeff, can you guess what does he do? Type please, type in the chat box. What does he do? I'm going to ask you to ask and answer now, but let's guess together first. خلونا نخمن بس مع بعض الأول الوظائف والأماكن وبعدين in pairs you can ask and answer. Jeff, we have in the first picture, we have Mr. Jeff. So I'm asking, what does he do? Yes, Habiba said a teacher. Type first, please. بس اكتبوا الأول بعد كده إن شاء الله نعمل practice. Yes, he's a teacher. He's a teacher. Where does he work? Where does he work? Where does he work? Yes, Ayat, thank you so much. Yes, Habiba, that's perfect. Of course, in a school. That's really good. Okay, how does he like his job? How does he like his job? Do you think he likes his job or no, or not? How does he like his job? Yes, Habiba, he likes it because he's smiling. Yes, that's really so good. Okay, now I want two of you to practice asking and answering the questions. One will ask and the other will answer. Raise your hands, please, if you want to practice. Of course, when we ask about just one, لما هسأل عن شخص واحد بس فأنا هستخدم في السؤال does. فهقول what does he do? Or what does Jeff do? And if I want to ask about the place برضو هستخدم does ولكن هغير أداة الاستفهام وهقول where does he work? Where does he work? And السؤال الأخير هيكون how does he like his job? How does he like his job? Yes, we have Rana and Habiba. Just a minute. Just a minute. مش عارفة ليه مش مديني اوبشن اني افتح المايكس. طيب دقيقة اشوف الاعدادات. Just a minute. Okay. Can you please unmute now? Rana and Habiba, can you unmute?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Rana. Hello, Rana. Okay, Habiba, can you ask me? I'm going to answer you.
Yes, teacher. Where does Jeff work?
He works in a school.
What does he do?
He's a teacher.
How does he like it?
I think he likes his job very much. Okay, I will ask you about the next picture. Habiba, where do you think this woman work? Where do you think she works? تفتكري فين بتشتغل؟ تفتكري يعني. Can you guess? Just guess.
In a big mall?
In what? In an office?
Yeah.
Or a company? Yes, in an office. Okay. Do you think she likes her job? How does she like it?
I think she don't like it.
She doesn't like it. Okay. And what does she do? What do you think she does? What do you think her job is?
Culture.
What?
Culture.
Okay, maybe a clerk, maybe a manager, maybe a receptionist, an accountant, whatever, right? All answers are accepted. كل الإجابات مقبولة. Okay, thank you so much, Habiba. What do you think, guys, about the third picture? الصورة الثالثة. Chad and Tracy. Chad and Tracy. Who wants to practice? Mr. Saad, do you want to practice?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please ask me and I'm going to answer. Ask me about Chad and Tracy.
Where do they work?
They work in a shop, or we can say they work in a store or a clothing store. Yes, the next question.
What do they do?
Okay. Maybe one of them is the manager and the other one is a sales person.
How do they like it?
I think they like their jobs. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. The next exercise. Let's move on. Here we go. It's a pronunciation exercise. Of course, I've talked to you before about the reduction. What's the meaning of reduction? Do you know? Can you guess the meaning of the word reduction? اتكلمنا عنها أكيد قبل كده بس نشوف فاكرينها ولا لا. Reduction. What's the meaning of the concept reduction? We make reduction in English to sound more native when we speak. When we understand reduction, we can listen to native speaker and understand them easier. لما نعرف يعني إيه reduction ونعرف نطبقه في كلامنا, so we can listen and we can understand native speakers, and of course we can talk to them easier. What's the meaning of reduction? Can you please guess? خمنوا, اكتبوا حتى لو بالعربي في الشات بوكس. خمنوا ايه موضوع reduction؟ ايه حكاية الريدكشن ده؟ يعني ايه reduction؟ Let's see. استنتاج لا. No. الاختزال. Yes. اختصار أو اختزال. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, that's perfect. Reduction لما أختصر الكلام أو أضغطه لما يكون في وسط طبعا جملة. فعندنا هنا هنتكلم زي ما كلمتكم قبل كده عن the reduction of can, وكان في فيديوهات كمان على القناة بتتكلم يعني بالتفصيل عن موضوع reduction. وتكلمنا عن can وقلنا when I use can in a sentence we make reduction. بنعمل حاجة اسمها اختزال أو اختصار فبنقولها can I can play I can swim. مش بقولها I can swim, لا, في الحالة دي بحول ال A إلى شواء وبقولها I can swim I can swim I can play I can go I can. لو لاحظتوا هتلاقوها بتتنطق بسرعة جدا جدا. وده نفس الشيء معانا في الريدكشن بتاع do اللي معانا النهاردة. How to make reduction with do. Listen and practice and notice the reduction of do. طبعا بنختصرها جدا. هي النطق الصحيح للدو اللي هو do بطول طبعا في الساوند, ولكن لما بتيجي مع ضمير do you do they بتكون أسرع جدا من الطبيعي بتاعها. Let's listen to it from native speakers. It's better نسمعها أكتر من native speakers. المرة الأولى بس هنسمع ونتابع listen and read ونقرأ, and then I'm gonna play it one more time. هشغله مرة تانية. In this time or in the second time listen and try to repeat. هنسمع ونحاول نكرر في سرنا طبعا اللي احنا بنسمعه.
Page 52. Exercise 5. Pronunciation. Reduction of do. Listen and practice. Notice the reduction of do.
Where do you work? What do you do? Where do they work? What do they do?
Okay, one more time and this time try to repeat. One more time and this time try to repeat. I don't know, Rana, what's your problem? Rana, do you hear me? Rana, Zahra عندها مشكلة. She's not in this meeting. Okay, one more time. One more time. This time try to repeat. حاولوا المرة دي تكرروا, يعني تسمعوا وتكرروا.
Page 52. Exercise 5. Pronunciation. Reduction of do. Listen and practice. Notice the reduction of do.
Where do you work? What do you do? Where do they work? What do they do?
Okay, now I want some of you to read. I want some of you to read. Raise your hands please guys. خلوني بس أرد على رنا دقيقة واحدة. Okay. She has a problem. I want someone to read. Yes, let's see. Who's here? We have Rana. Yes, Rana, unmute. She can't hear me. Hafsa, yes, Hafsa. Unmute yourself and go on.
Where do you work? Where do you do? Where
What
do
do
they?
What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do? Where do they work? Where do they do?
What do they do? What do they do? Thank
What
Thank
do
you,
they
Hafsa.
do?
Yes, Rahma, go on. Unmute yourself and start speaking. Rahma? Okay. I asked you to unmute, Rahma. Are you here? Do you want to read? Okay, we have Habiba. Yes, Habiba.
Yes, teacher.
Go on.
Where do you work? What do you do? Where do they work? What do they do?
Thank you so much. That's really so good. Yes, Rona can't hear me. Any other one? Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. This time we are going to look back at the conversation we've studied last time. هنشوف بقى مع بعض الconversation اللي درسناها المرة اللي فاتت ونشوف موضوع reduction of do ونسمعها مرة تانية ونعمل practice one more time مرة واحدة بس عليها بعد ما عرفنا المعلومة. هنا عندنا where does your brother work? Where does your brother work? The reduction of does. نفس الشيء بينطبق على does في reduction لما بيجي بعدها ضمير بعمل لها اختزال أو اختصار. Where does your brother work? My brother works in a hotel. He is an accountant. How does he like it? How does he like it? لو لاحظتوا بنخطف الكلام بسرعة جدا. How does he like it? How does he like it? He doesn't like the manager. عندنا هنا تاني إيه؟ What does he do? What does he do? We have this too. Let's listen to it one more time. نسمعها وبعدين نعمل practice عليها. I hope إنه أنا حطيت الصوت بتاعها. Okay. Here we go.
Page 51. Exercise 3. Conversation. What does he do? Listen and practice.
Where does your brother work? In a hotel. Oh, really? My brother works in a hotel too. He's an accountant. How does he like it? He hates it. He doesn't like the manager. That's too bad. What hotel does he work for? The Plaza. That's funny. My brother works there too. Oh, that's interesting. What does he do? Actually, he's the manager.
Okay, I want just two of you to practice the conversation again. And try to حاولوا قدر المستطاع بقى ان انتوا تطبقوا موضوع reduction of do and does. Yes, Yusra and Rahma. Yes, Rahma. Yusra, you're gonna be Jordan, and Rahma, you're gonna be Alija.
Okay. Where does your brother work?
In a hotel.
Oh, really? My brother work in a hotel too. He is an accountant.
How does he like it?
He hates it. He doesn't like the manager.
That's too bad. What hotel does he work for?
The plaza.
That's funny. My brother works there too.
Oh, that's interesting. What does he do?
Actually, he's the manager.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Rahma and Yusra. Thank you so much. That's perfect. طبعا, it's not important to be able to make the reduction from the very beginning. مش مهم أبدا إني يعني أعقد نفسي أو أقول لا أنا مش عارفة أعمل الريدكشن أو مش عارفة أعمل كذا في النطق. Because this comes with practice. ده بيجي بالتدريب. Practice makes perfect. بس المهم إني لما بسمع القاعدة بركز فيها وبفهمها. بعد كده لما باجي أتكلم أو حتى لما باجي أسمع native speakers بلاحظ كلامهم، ببقى فاهم هو إيه اللي بيحصل، هو ليه قالها بسرعة قوي كده، أو ليه اختصرها أو ليه اختزلها قوي كده، لأنه خلاص ببقى عرفت pronunciation rules أو قواعد النطق اللي هم بيتبعوها في نطقهم يعني. So it makes it easier for you طبعا in the future to speak fluently. Here we have snapshot exercise, listen and practice. We have 4 jobs mentioned here in this picture. The first one is a lawyer at a big law firm, and the next one is a photographer. The next one was Milani. She's a photographer. The third one is a software engineer, and the last one is a pilot. They're talking الهدف بس عشان تكونوا معايا مركزين احنا بنعمل ايه. الهدف من الاكسرسايز ده ان احنا we learn adjectives to describe our jobs. ان احنا يكون عندنا صفات we can use them to describe or to tell our feelings about our jobs. يكون عندنا صفات اقدر استخدمها في اني اوصف الوظيفة بتاعتي يعني. Okay? So please listen to them first. أول حاجة هتسمعوهم وهم they're talking about their jobs, and then I'm going to ask you questions about what they said. Let's go.
Page 53. Exercise 6. Snapshot. Listen and practice. What's your job like?
I'm a lawyer at a big law firm. It's difficult and really stressful. I don't like my job much. I'm a photographer for a local newspaper. I love my job. It's not easy, but it's fun.
I'm a software engineer. My job is okay. It's easy and pretty relaxing, but it isn't boring. I'm a pilot for a small airline. It's a little dangerous, but very exciting. I like my job a lot.
Okay, now I want you to type any new word for you in the chat box. اللي عنده أي كلمة حاسس إنها جديدة أو he doesn't understand the meaning of it, please type it for me in the chat box or on the chat box. لو في أي كلمة جديدة try to read بسرعة جدا، نحاول نقرأ، وأي كلمة جديدة بس please yes. Okay, we have here software. Yes, okay, we have firm. Any other new words? Read and tell me. Okay, Rahma. Firm, okay. Okay, let's start with إيه حازم؟ إيمان كاتبة حازم بالعربي. أكيد بالغلط، اكتبيها in English. Okay, let's start with this word. طبعا عندنا I'm a lawyer. Lawyer means محامي. I am a lawyer at a big law firm. Firm اللي هي شركة أو مؤسسة. It's difficult and really stressful. Stressful يعني ضاغط، يعني causes stress. Something that causes stress، حاجة بتسبب الضغط أو بتعمل لي ضغط. So stressful جاية أصلا من كلمة stress. stress اللي هو الضغط. فلما أقول something my job is stressful معناها إن هي وظيفة ضاغطة يعني أو بتضغطني. stressful F-U-L stressful. I don't like my job much. Okay, this is for the first one. دي أول واحدة. بعد كده عندنا كلمة، خلوني أكمل الكلمة بس. بعد كده عندنا كلمة this word. I know you know the meaning of it. أنا عارفة كويس جدا إن أنتوا عارفين كلمة مصور يعني إيه، بس هي فيها بس خطأ شائع شوية في النطق، in pronunciation في نطقها. إحنا معظمنا أو كلنا اتعلمناها إن هي بتبقى photographer، بس طبعا this is a wrong pronunciation for the word، لأنه بعد بقى ما اتعلمنا موضوع الستريس لو لاحظتوا وهي بتقولها كانت بتقولها photographer مش photographer زي ما احنا بنقولها، لا بنقولها photographer. الستريس فيها على المقطع اللي هو بتاع to ده، فبنقولها photographer for a local. حد سأل على الكلمة دي. local newspaper يعني جريدة محلية inside the town where you live، يعني جريدة بتصدر داخل المكان اللي انت عايش فيه أو داخل الدولة اللي انت عايش فيها. local newspaper. I love my job. It's not easy but it's fun. The next we have software. طبعا one word كلمة واحدة لازقة في بعضها كده مش بخلي بينها مسافات. software اللي هي البرمجة، البرامج أي حاجة متعلقة بالبرمجة يعني بالبرامج أو السوفت وير. engineer طبعا خدناها قبل كده يعني مهندس، يبقى لما أقول a software engineer اللي هو مهندس البرمجة. my job is okay. my job is okay. it's easy and pretty relaxing. إلى حد ما relaxing طبعا اللي هي يعني مريحة. but it isn't boring ولكنها غير مملة. boring طبعا it's an adjective. So these are all adjectives you can use to describe your job. دي كلها وظائف تقدروا تستخدموها to describe your jobs، بإن انتوا تتكلموا بيها عن الوظائف بتاعتكم. اوكي. عندنا بعد كده I am a pilot. Someone asked about pilot I think. أني شفت حد سأل عن pilot. طبعا يعني the person who flies planes اللي هو الشخص اللي بيطير الطائرات اللي هو الطيار. I'm a pilot for a small airline يعني خط طيران أو شركة طيران. It's a little dangerous يعني خطر طبعا. But it's very exciting. Exciting means interesting. I like my job a lot. Okay. pretty يعني إلى حد ما. لما أقول pretty يعني إلى حد ما. pretty relaxing. Okay. Okay. Now just a minute. Let's listen one more time. نسمع بقى ونركز جدا مع pronunciation tips اللي قلتها لكم في النطق دي و try to repeat. حاولوا تكرروا وانتوا بتسمعوا. Just a minute. We are going to have some questions about this when we finish.
Page 53. Exercise 6. Snapshot. Listen and practice. What's your job like?
I'm a lawyer at a big law firm. It's difficult and really stressful. I don't like my job much. I'm a photographer for a local newspaper. I love my job. It's not easy, but it's fun.
I'm a software engineer. My job is okay. It's easy and pretty relaxing, but it isn't boring. I'm a pilot for a small airline. It's a little dangerous, but very exciting. I like my job a lot.
Okay. I want someone to read. حد يقرأ لي أول واحدة please. Yes حبيبة. Raise your hands guys. Don't be shy to raise your hands and start practicing. Yes حبيبة, go on.
I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer. Either we say it lawyer. Lawyer.
I'm a lawyer at a big law firm. It's difficult and really stressful. I don't like my job much.
Thank you so much. Yes, the next one, please. Yes, we have Saad, yes, Saad.
I am a photographer for a local newspaper. I love my job. It's not easy, but it's fun.
Okay, thank you. But could you please say it photographer? Photographer.
Photographer.
Yes. خلي الاسترس على المقطع اللي هو to photographer. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Who wants to practice? Yes, we have Yusra. Yes, Yusra.
I am a software engineer. My job is okay. It's easy and pretty relaxing, but it is not boring.
Thank you so much. Very good. Okay. على فكرة برضو في خطأ شائع في نطق كلمة okay. إن إحنا في الغالب متعودين بنقولها okay, but it's not pronounced like this. Okay, okay. ف sometimes طبعا مع السرعة بنقولها بشكل غير صحيح زي ما تعودنا عليها يعني، بس لما بنقول المعلومة زي ما قلت لكم قبل كده بنركز واحنا بنسمعها بعد كده، حتى لو بنسمعها من native speakers بنركز يعني بنحاول نسمع بتركيز ونعرف النطق الصحيح. Okay, thank you so much, Yusra. Yes, we have Rahma. Yes, Rahma.
My brother will answer.
Okay, Rahma.
I am a pilot for a small airline. It's a little dangerous, but very exciting. I like my job.
How old are you, Hamza?
Okay, I am a 10.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Hamza. Okay, the next exercise. اللي بعده. Here we have a question about what we've just read and heard here. What are the jobs mentioned? What are the jobs mentioned? Could you please type in the chat box? اكتبوا بقى كده عشان تعرفوا الكلمات دي. What are the jobs mentioned in this exercise? 4 jobs. اكتبوا, type in the chat box. Type on the chat box. Type, please. Type the names of the jobs mentioned here in this exercise. Yes, Saad, thank you. But okay, we didn't mention teacher here, right? ما فيش هنا teacher. Yes, we have, thank you. That's perfect. Thank you so much. We have, of course, a pilot. We have a software engineer. Yes, perfect. We have a photographer and we have a lawyer. Yes, thank you so much. Here they are. هم اللي هيظهروا قدامكم دول. أنا بحاول بس أخليكم تكتبوا عشان تتذكروا كمان السبيلنج أو التهجئة بتاعت الكلمات يعني. Lawyer, photographer, software engineer, and pilot. Thank you. That's really perfect. Thank you, Iman. Iman Khalid, thank you. Okay, what are the adjectives people use to describe their jobs? You can use class point if you want, and you can use the chat box. It's okay. اللي دخلوا على class point من البداية يقدروا يكتبوا هناك، واللي حابب يشارك في الchat box, no problem. What are the adjectives? الصفات. What are the adjectives? الصفات يا رحمة اللي ممكن استخدمها or اللي ممكن الناس يستخدموها to describe their jobs عشان يوصفوا الوظائف بتاعتهم. Okay, Yusra said boring. Yes, ممل. Thank you so much. Himmet said dangerous. خطر. Yes, very good. Or exciting. Huh. Any other answers? What are the adjectives we can use to describe our jobs? Easy. Thank you, Yusra. Very good. Easy. Difficult. Thank you, Hafsa. Yes, perfect. Difficult. Any other answers guys? Okay. Pretty بستخدمها عشان أقول الصفة بقى اللي بعدها إيه. يعني pretty good يعني جيد. I'm pretty good. أنا كويس إلى حد ما. فبقول pretty dangerous, pretty good, pretty exciting وهكذا. Fun, okay. Thank you. Interesting, stressful. Thank you, Iman. Yes, perfect. Pretty exciting. Yes, like this, Habiba. We say pretty and then we add the adjective. Yes, okay. Someone wrote pretty here too. Okay, that's good. Let's continue. So these are the adjectives. طبعا في صفات كثيرة جدا يعني بس احنا واحدة واحدة. We have difficult, stressful, easy, relaxing, boring, exciting, and so on. Dangerous طبعا, safe, آمنة. Okay. Name some interesting jobs. Name some interesting jobs. In your opinion طبعا في رأيكم يعني. Name some jobs that are considered interesting. وظائف مشوقة أو ممتعة. In your opinions. You can use the chat box or class point. Some interesting jobs. Vet. Okay, Omar said vet. Doctor. Yusra said doctor. Hemmet said teacher. Okay, someone wrote teacher here too. Policeman. Yes, Yusra. Yes. Interesting jobs. Football player, yes, or footballer. Yes, someone wrote football player or footballer. The manager, yes, حبيبة طبعا, manager, yeah. كله بيسمع كلامه, okay. والpoliceman برضه, نفس الشيء. Photographer, yes, of course, photographer. If the person who works as a photographer likes taking photos, so it's very interesting for him to be a photographer. Iman said trainer, professor. Okay, that's really good. HR, but I don't know what's L and D. L and D, what is it? Okay. YouTubers, Habiba, you mean YouTubers, right? YouTubers, yes, yes. Sometimes it's not interesting, Habiba. This causes problems to eyes. بيسبب المشاكل للعيون. Okay, thank you so much. Manager or office manager, then we have teacher, then we have football player or a footballer. That's good. Thank you so much. Okay, Iman, learning and development blogger. Okay. ده الاختصار يعني. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. That's enough for this. Let's go to the next one. Name some boring jobs. العكس بقى. Boring jobs. بعض الوظائف اللي انتوا طبعا in your opinions they are boring. مملة. In your opinion. A job, of course, you can't imagine yourself doing it. طبعا وظيفة مملة هتبقى بالنسبة لك يعني cleaning, okay. So maybe janitor, Habiba, janitor, the person who is responsible for cleaning and vacuuming. This is a boring job, okay. Clerk, yes, of course, wallah. I do agree with you, Saad. Clerk. What else? We have accountant, Yusra. That's okay. Salesman, okay. طبعا it depends. بتعتمد على your opinion يعني. Math teacher, يا سلام يعني. لحد محدد تحديدا math teacher مدرس رياضيات. واي يعني ليه يا رحمة؟ ليه رياضيات تحديدا يعني؟ Okay, thank you so much. That's really good. Let's close this. That's perfect. Okay, name some difficult jobs. وظائف صعبة بقى. Very, very difficult. Okay. Yes, of course. Thank you, guys. Difficult jobs. وظائف صعبة. You can't imagine yourself doing them because they are so difficult. هم صعبين جدا. What are they? In your opinion, in your opinions, of course. في رأيكم يعني. Okay, judge. Yes, I really do agree with you, Himmet. It's not an easy job. It's a very difficult one. Judge, judge. Yes, very good. Thank you. Policeman, policeman. Yes, it's a difficult job. Firefighter. طبعا. Yes. طبعا رجل الإطفاء. Yes, of course. Thank you. What else? Yes. Site engineer. Yes طبعا. مهندس موقع. Yes. He stand. طبعا بيقف في الحر كتير جدا. Soldiers. Yes. Surgery. الجراحة والجنود طبعا. Yes. Thank you so much. Judge طبعا يعني قاضي. Any other jobs here? Taxi drivers. Yes. Okay. Accountant. Housekeeper. Judge. Any other jobs? Secretary. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. That's perfect. Surgeon. Yes. جراح. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. That's really good. Okay. Here we have a conversation. It's our last exercise for today. Here we have a conversation. Paula and Jack are talking about their jobs. شخصين. واحدة اسمها Paula and the other is yes سعد. Builder البنا طبعا اللي بيبني. Referee الحكم طبعا. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Paula and Jack are talking about their jobs. بيتكلموا عن وظائفهم. First of all, as you know, we listen to native speakers. This is exposure to language. بنسمع من دون ما نكون شايفين المحادثة. Listen to the conversation to answer this question. What does Paula do? Of course, here we're asking about her job. بنسأل عن وظيفتها طبعا. What does she do? Okay, listen.
Page 53. Exercise 7. Conversation. It's a dangerous job. Listen and practice.
Hey, Paula. I hear you have a new job.
Yes, I'm teaching math at Lincoln High School.
How do you like it?
It's difficult, but the students are terrific. How are things with you?
Not bad. Guess what? I'm a firefighter now.
Really? Wow. How do you like it?
It's a dangerous job, but it's really interesting. I love it.
Okay, but please be careful.
Okay, did you know her job? What's her job? Use your chat box or go to class point. It's up to you. What does she work? What does Paula do? What's her job? What does she do? I have one answer here. Class point. Math teacher. Rahma said math teacher. Thank you, Rahma. Let's see the chat box. Yes, she's a teacher of math. لو عايزة أبدأ بكلمة teacher فهقول she is a teacher of math. أو لو عايزة أقول she's a math teacher فهجيب كلمة math الأول. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Yes, of course. Okay. What about Jack? What about Jack? What does he do or what's his job? Hafsa said yes. Let's see. Yes, of course. Thank you. He's a fireman or firefighter. One word, كلمة واحدة. We don't leave a space. Perfect. Thank you so much. Firefighter. Thank you. Thank you, Rahma. Yes, of course. Firefighter, one word. Yes, of course, he's a firefighter. That's good. This means that you understood the conversation without looking at the words written in front of you. ده معناه ان احنا الحمد لله يعني التحسن في الاستماع، وان احنا we can understand بنفهم ال conversation بدون ما نكون شايفينها مكتوبة قدامنا. So now listen and read. Listen for the second time, and this time حاولوا بقى تتابعوا بعينيكم وتقرأوا اللي هم بيقولوا. Okay.
Page 53. Exercise 7. Conversation. It's a dangerous job. Listen and practice.
Hey, Paula, I hear you have a new job.
Yes, I'm teaching math at Lincoln High School.
How do you like it?
It's difficult, but the students are terrific. How are things with you?
Not bad. Guess what? I'm a firefighter now.
Really? Wow. How do you like it?
It's a dangerous job, but it's really interesting. I love it.
Okay, but please be careful.
Did you hear the word okay? سمعتوها okay اللي كنت لسه بكلمكم عنها قبل شوية. Okay. It's pronounced like this. Okay. If you have any new words, please type them in the chat box. أي حد عنده كلمة مش فاهمها في المحادثة, please type it on the chat box. Yes, Habiba, I knew you're going to ask about this word. Terrific. Habiba asked about terrific. Any other new words, guys? حد عنده أي كلمة تانية جديدة؟ Lincoln High School. Yes, Lincoln is a name. ده اسم طبعا. حتى لو لاحظتوا بينطقوها Lincoln. High School يعني مدرسة ثانوي. مدرسة ثانوي. High School. مدرسة ثانوي. Terrific حبيبة means very good or amazing or wonderful. يعني حاجة مدح يعني إن هم شاطرين. It's difficult. The job is difficult, but the students are very good. The students are excellent. The students are terrific. This is the meaning of terrific. Okay? Any other new words? أي كلمات تانية؟ Guess what? خمن. Guess what? Guess what? خمن. I am a firefighter. Look at firefighter. It's one word without space. بدون مسافة. Firefighter مش بخلي بينهم مسافة. Really, wow, how do you like it? It's a dangerous job, but it's really interesting. I love it. Okay, but please be careful. Do you know the meaning of careful? كن حذر أو كن حريص. طبعا يعني sure. Okay, the last time. آخر حاجة هنعملها هنسمعها بس مرة كمان and try to repeat. حاولوا تكرروا وهو بيقول يعني. والمرة اللي جاية إن شاء الله هنبدأ بإن إحنا نعمل practice عليها ونقولها مع بعض بإذن الله رب العالمين. But we are going to listen one more time for the last time.
Page 53. Exercise 7. Conversation. It's a dangerous job. Listen and practice.
Hey, Paula, I hear you have a new job.
Yes, I'm teaching math at Lincoln High School.
How do you like it?
It's difficult, but the students are terrific. How are things with you?
Not bad. Guess what? I'm a firefighter now.
Really? Wow. How do you like it?
It's a dangerous job, but it's really interesting. I love it.
Okay, but please be careful.
Okay, that's all. بس كنت عايزة أعلق على some expressions. I hear you have a new job. لما تحب تقول لحد أنا سمعت إن أنت عملت كذا فطبعا بتقول I hear you have a new job or I hear you've moved to a new house or you moved to a new house. كان في حاجة كمان هنا. How are things with you? عارفين لما نقول لحد كده بالعربي إيه الأخبار معاك؟ This is how to say it in English. How are things with you? إيه أخبار الدنيا معاك أو أنت إيه أخبارك؟ How are things with you? How are things with you? Not bad اللي هو العادي يعني ما فيش جديد أو it's okay. Guess what? بقولها لما أقول لحد لما أحب أعمل كده suspense يعني وأقول لحد خمن إيه اللي حصل. فبتقول guess what وبنستخدم بعدها علامة تعجب كده exclamation mark. بس ده اللي كنت عايزة أقوله. طبعا be careful it's easy لما أحب أقول لحد خليك حريص أو كن حذر. be careful, be careful. These are the expressions you can use in your everyday conversations. دي الحاجات اللي ممكن نستخدمها من المحادثة دي في محادثاتنا اليومية. Okay, thank you so much. I have to end right now. Thank you for today. Next time, inshallah, we're going to start by practicing together. We are going to ask and answer or role play this conversation together in pairs, inshallah. I'll see you next week, inshallah, at the same time. Stay safe until then. Thank you so much and goodbye. Thank you.